Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the UNLV Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
In the desert, Allegiant Stadium is one of the biggest. Las Vegas gets it going for the UNLV Rebels. 65,000 plus. It can even be expanded to hold 72,000 fans. Dan Mullen's got it going. Can they continue to pack it in at UNLV? Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Scarlet Knights will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lions. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Running inside, it's Thomas. Makes it past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, out of space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UNLV.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Inside, it's Raymond. Powers through the defender. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you could tell QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it.
Caught, and he's got room. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Raymond. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. We saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run.
He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Rutgers. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll bring it out. It's Lions. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Got a little grass. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Fouls through the defense. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Burnett. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Discards him with the stiff arm. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give them a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the third down very manageable.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. On the ground with the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it out fast. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
Now on the move. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Glover. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. In the red area, it's Glover. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Glover. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the move. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Duff. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Scarlet Knights, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The give from the gun. Showing off the arms. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The pitch to the left. Shakes off the defender. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the field. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Scarlet Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Coming out with it, it's Lions. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jefferson. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left. He's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Burnett. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And I just think he put too much zip on the ball. I mean, he threw that thing hard, but let him a little bit too much, and the receiver really didn't have a chance to make a play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Delivers the stiff arm. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Just enough time to get off 1 more snap. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Corner's going to give them room. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Duff. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has...
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Raymond.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. And they got him.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions. But when you start to hit them, they become very human. Very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces the punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Turning it on! Quick with the spin move. Inside the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown Vegas. And that one will give them the lead.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking for a gap. It's Raymond. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll try it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt. Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making side adjustments here. One man in the backfield and he gets it. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on first down from the 40. On the option. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Thomas. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. defense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Booster. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Duff. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go. Ready? 1-18. Go.
Running inside. It's Raymond. Runs through the tackle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He's trying to get it in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Lions. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for space, it's Thomas. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Got it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And I'll tell you what, I like this defense's game plan right here. Drop back, make sure I got the sticks covered. If they want to throw it below the sticks, I'm going to come up and tackle you and make sure I get you to 4th down.
A booming punt, and it's headed toward the sideline. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. Got enough for the 1st. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Benjamin. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Scarlet Knights are marching down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line in scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Benjamin. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Runs through a man. He might have space. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Benjamin. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. He'll set up to throw. Takes the easy completion. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. So they couldn't get in on 3rd down. A field goal seems to be a lock here. How much gambling do you think they do here, David?
And Reese, back in the day, I think this is a field goal, and you don't even ask questions. You tie the football game, but so many more coaches are aggressive nowadays. I kick the field goal, I tie the football game, and I try to win it later on.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Rutgers. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyons. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Running inside, it's Thomas. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Gives it on the option. Hard running there. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays.
Snags it, and there's running room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this.
There he goes. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The option, he'll keep it. Fights off a defender. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Touchdown, Rebels! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Rebels surge back on top.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Makes a deep grab. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.